Buenos dias, my name is Don.
Hello, I'm Michelle. We are a couples travel team, Moyer Memoirs, who specializes in emptiness travel adventures for couples.
So the question today is, what's the best way to see the Galapagos Islands?
We are travelers just like you. When I was doing research for this adventure, I found a lot of reviews of cruises from travel agents, from cruise lines, but not many from actual travelers. So that's where we come in. We're going to tell you what it's like to travel through the Galapagos on a small ship.
I don't have anything else to say. You said it all.
At the end, we'll give you our final opinion, yes or no, what we thought, and the pros and cons.
Honest opinion.
This is the Fragata yacht, our home along with 15 other travelers for 5 days and 4 nights in the Galapagos Islands. We had an incredible time on this small ship cruise, and in this video we're showing what it's really like to live aboard a yacht in one of the most wildlife-rich places on Earth. We sailed Itinerary B on a 5-day, 4-night cruise booked by Happy Gringo, exploring some of the western and northern islands of the Galapagos. Our stops included Bisset, Roca Point on Isabella Island, Espinosa Point on Fernandina Island, Urbina Bay at the base of a volcano, snorkeling at Tagus Cove, a hike to Darwin Lake, Chinese Hat to explore lava tunnels and snorkel, and finally Port Ayora to visit the Charles Darwin Research Station. Let's start the ship tour at the back of the boat. This is one of the main outdoor areas, and you'll quickly learn that this is where a lot of the action happens. From there, you can walk casually along the side of the ship toward the front, which opens up into another outdoor space with great ocean views to admire the ocean. If you walk back inside, this is the main cabin and gathering space. It's a cozy lounge. From there, you can head into the lounge, which I'll show you later, or you can go up the winding staircase to the upper decks. Now, a warning, these stairs are really steep and very twisty. When the water was choppy, going up and down was a bit of a challenge. I definitely almost fell a few times, so I learned quickly to hold on to the hand railing. This is the upper hallway with cabins on both sides. We stayed way down in cabin 9, and I'll do a more detailed tour of that in a little bit. This hallway also leads directly outside to one of our favorite decks. Through the door is the outer deck, which was perfect for relaxing. It's a great place to read a book, take a nap, or enjoy the ocean views. As you can see, hubby clearly approved. Up top is the highest deck. This ended up being the perfect place to dry clothes after snorkeling. Make sure you tie those clothes tight to the clothesline. I ended up losing part of my swimsuit, and it's now floating past the sea lion somewhere in the Galapagos. The top deck is also a great spot to soak up the sun and enjoy an afternoon siesta. One of the cool things we experienced was how many birds followed the small ship. They loved flying above these small yachts. Some of the crews tossed over some leftover fruit, and the birds instantly dove in to grab a snack. After a full day exploring and snorkeling, this is where everyone naturally ended up, the lounge. This was the main gathering space, and every evening our entire group would gather here to relax and recap the day. Every night our guide would walk us through the next day using this whiteboard. He showed us which islands we were visiting, what time we needed to be ready, when meals would be served, and what activities were planned. Right next to the lounge was the bar. This is where the group of 15 officially bonded. We'd end the day with a drink, swap stories, and toast with our guide. Here's to a great trip. I've also included some of the bar prices. Back here is the heart of the ship. This is where we geared up for every snorkeling adventure and loaded into the Zodiac boats. Just wait till you see our GoPro footage. It's absolutely incredible, and the snorkeling we did was amazing. The amount of wildlife we saw under the water in Galapagos is unreal. And sometimes we even had an extra passenger on the Zodiacs. Sea lions would casually hop onto them like they own the place. After every snorkel or land excursion, we were welcomed back with treats and drinks. Such a nice touch and the perfect way to relax and warm up before the next adventure. Now let's talk about the cabins, because if you're considering a small ship cruise, this is something you'll definitely want to know. This is cabin 9. It has a lot of windows, which we loved, and although the space is small, there's actually a surprising amount of storage. That said, there still isn't really room for a suitcase. As you can see, mine lived on the bed, partly because there was nowhere else to store it, and partly because I'm lazy and wanted easy access to it. The bathroom is small but has decent storage. I do recommend bringing a hanging organizer for your toiletries. And now let's talk about the shower. The ship uses a desalination system and it definitely has limits. We quickly learned to time our showers when fewer people were showering. Otherwise, the water temperature wouldn't be great, or even worse, the water would completely stop. Many times we were fully soaked up and had to wait over 5 minutes for the water to come back so we could rinse off. The beds were small and the mattresses weren't very thick. Mine sloped downward and I kind of ended up sleeping in a hole. There also weren't many blankets, so I used my travel beach towel as an extra layer at night. Here's our air conditioning control. Right now it's off. That's full on freezing. And that's half and half. Compromise. One thing we did appreciate was having electrical outlets near the bed. The downside was that they were so close to the pillows that we kept knocking the plugs out. Our solution was using a power strip, which stayed in the wall much better and made charging easier. Meals were served in the back of the ship with tables along both sides overlooking the water. The tables were arranged in small groups, which worked well for all of the families we were traveling with and for the other people that wanted to sit together. The food was home-cooked style and very good. There wasn't anything overly fancy, but it was satisfying meals and there was always plenty. We often went back for seconds. Being in the Galapagos, we had many meals with shrimp. You can see the deep fried shrimp here, and many meals with tuna. The cruise offered snorkel gear and wetsuit rentals. I absolutely rented my wetsuit because I'm a total freeze baby and wanted to stay warm. They provided gear bags for everything, which stayed hanging in the back gathering area so we didn't have to bring our wet gear into our cabin. Snorkeling was amazing. Here's a look at the prices to rent the snorkeling gear, just for your information. This was our guide Ivan. He was incredibly knowledgeable and did a great job keeping track of our entire group while making sure we learned as much as possible about the islands. From the captain to the staff, everyone was friendly, helpful, and worked nonstop to keep everything running smoothly. And just like that, our Galapagos adventure came to an end. As the Ecuadorian flag waved in the breeze, we said goodbye to the Fragata and to one of the most unique travel experiences we've ever had.
Thanks for taking your time to watch what we posted here, and in my opinion, as almost 60 years old, this is the best way to see the Galapagos Islands.
If you're looking for a luxury cruise, this probably isn't for you, but if you're looking for adventure and the best way to see wildlife, yes, this is.
So thanks for watching again. Like and subscribe for our future and past adventures.
Never stop exploring. Travel is the only thing that makes you richer.